Two movies this week about women and their alter egos. There's Mary Poppins and P.L. Travers, and there's Madea and... oh yeah. Anyway, are this week's movies worth your time and money? Let's find out.
Winds in the east, mist coming in, like something is brewing, about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning our descent into Los Angeles.
Tom Hanks is Walt Disney and Emma Thompson is P.L. Travers, the creator of Mary Poppins, in Saving Mr. Banks, a surprisingly touching new film that tells the story of how Uncle Walt convinced the prickly author to let him make a movie of her classic character.
No. Responsible is not a word.
We made it up.
Well, unmake it up.
It wasn't as easy as you might think. Travers had a lot to learn about how movies are made in Hollywood, and Walt had to learn that Mary Poppins wasn't really about Mary Poppins or even about Jane and Michael.
So it's not the children she comes to save. It's their father. It's your father.
Of course, if you're one of the 24 people in this country who have never seen Mary Poppins, now's the time to hop to it. Spit Spot.
The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Disney is releasing a special 50th anniversary Blu-ray edition of the classic musical. You know, even as a kid, I felt the live-action parts of Mary Poppins seemed a bit too stagey and a little long. But the minute they all stepped into that chalk painting...
I mean, wow. Hey, here's a bit of Mary Poppins trivia for you. While Julie Andrews sings Feed the Birds, which was Walt Disney's favorite song, by the way, we see an old lady sitting on the steps of St. Paul's feeding the birds. Do you know what Oscar-winning actress that is? I'll tell you at the end of the show.
We all gonna get it right, are we? We all gonna find the light!
There's something very Goodfellas about David O. Russell's new movie, American Hustle. And not just because Jeremy Renner's hair looks just like Joe Pesci's. Christian Bale and Amy Adams play a pair of con artists who find themselves up to their necks in the New Jersey mob. Russell brought us Silver Linings Playbook and The Fighter, so he knows how to bring middle-class edge to his stories. I think we should all hustle down to the theater and see American Hustle.
Does Santa really work in the North Pole?
No, he don't work. He lays on the couch and he drinks all day. He's trifling. I have to pay all the bills. He kind of like your mama. Now, bye. Next.
You know, Tyler Perry's been playing the outrageous matriarch Madea on screen for more than a decade now, and every one of those films has been box office gold. For his fans, Tyler Perry is the funniest woman in the movie since Carole Lombard. So maybe Tyler Perry's A Madea Christmas is the perfect opportunity for the rest of us to give Perry and Madea one more chance.
Now, what kind of Christmas present is that?
And I'll get back to you on that.
Well, those are this week's movies. Thanks for those likes and shares, and keep the comments coming. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Movies For Grownups channel. And remember, you can find our full movie reviews at aarp.org/movies and on my blog. And who was that old lady feeding the birds in Mary Poppins? She was Jane Darwell, who way back in 1940 won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for playing Henry Fonda's mother in The Grapes of Wrath. Interestingly, this little crate just happens to be where the Grapes of Wrath are stored.
Hey, the show never ends on the Movies For Grownups channel. Add your review in the comments section below. Then subscribe, like, and check back next week for more Movies For Grownups.